So let us proceed with HTML comments and code organization. So we shall just simply come to our AI and ask it, next topic is, and then I give it the next topic, which is comments and code organization. So we shall wait for it to generate for us the content as we have requested. So I'll go ahead and open our file, which is here, and then let me launch it with the browser and first go through it. So I'll go to my browser and I go to HTML comments, and so HTML comments and code organization. So what are comments? Comments are notes in your code that that browsers ignore and don't display. Okay, they help you or other developers to understand the code. So this is how a comment is written. So if you write this in your code, it will be ignored by the what? By the browser. So it just helps to explain. It's just used to explain your code. Like if you're working with 6 people on the same project, but you want to explain to them what you meant by writing a certain line, so you can use a comment to explain that, and that comment will be ignored when the code will be executed. So this is how we write a single line of comment, and this is how we write multiple lines of comment. It's just the same, but so it doesn't matter. Okay, so anything that you put in the comment, it will be ignored. So when to use the comments, so use the comment to explain the code. For example, you can explain a comment. You can write this as a nav menu. Okay, you just say less than sign, exclamation mark, and then dash dash, and then the comment, and then you close it like that, dash dash, and then greater than sign. So and then you can use that comment to explain something like that. And then section dividers. So we can use comments to divide sections, like this is stopping here and the next thing is starting from here. And then you have temporarily disabling. For example, you want to see something, how it looks like before you see it. Maybe you want to remove something and temporarily and want to see how the page will look like. So you can use a comment to temporarily hide it. Okay. And then, for example, in to-do notes, you can use comments to write things that you're going to work on or that you'll work on later. And also use the comments for documentation, explaining things. All right? So those are the different ways how we can use comments. So code organization best practices. You don't write a comment in the middle. You don't write a comment with no indentation, right? Like putting things mixed without showing which one stops, where it stops from here. So you have to implement the proper indentation. For example, if you start with heading, you have to make sure that you're closing it with a heading. And if you start with H2, you have to make sure that you close that H2. So something like that. You have to make sure that your code is very well indented. And then logical sections with the comments. So now these are the best ways of how you can structure. So you're in best code ways how you can structure. So always structure our systems or our project or website into the header. So the header will be like something that will be on top and will always appear on most pages. So that one, you create it as a header, and then it follows by the navigation. That can be a menu that can help you to move from one page to another. And then we have the main content. So that's the main content here, and then we have what we call the footer. So these tags are already available. We already have a header tag, we have already a nav tag, we have a main tag, and the footer. And these one you put them in the body. So those are the practices of how you have to structure your HTML project. And then consistent spacing. You have to make sure that the spacing is always equal, than creating and consistent spacing, and we make that by use of of the tab key. And you have to make the meaningful naming so that people who want to contribute to your project can simply do remember. All right, so make use something like this other than doing something like this. All right, and well-organized HTML example is here. Here we start with the doc type HTML, and then we have here the head, which has the basic information about the page, and then we come out to the body itself. So the first section of the body, we have we have a header, and followed by things that we need in the header, and then we have the menu or the nav, followed by the things that we need in the nav. For example, you can see that, and then we have the main, which will be the main section that has the content, and then we have the footer. So those are the most important sections those are the most important ways of how you can make your project well organized. You have to make sure that at least it is structured in this way that I've shown you. Then we have the comment and best practices. So here are the do's and the don'ts. So use comments to explain why something has been done, not the what. So you have to use like why you've written something, not like what you have actually done, because what will be big and why will be smaller. Okay, so use comments to mark major sections. So for example, you can say this section stops from here and then another section starts from here, something like that. So you can use comments to mark this kind of for example, you see this, right, to mark the sections. Okay, so another tip is update the comments when you update your code. Like if you change something in the comment, always remember to also change this. When you change something in your code, always remember to also change something in your you have to update also the comments so you can always be on the same page with the code. Also use the comments to do in a fix me, something like that, to rate what you're going to do in the comments, what you're planning to do. And do not leave sensitive information in the comments. Don't be obvious, like something that is already obvious, and you also go ahead and explain it in the comments. Do not use excessively. You don't use comments very excessively, like everything you have to put a comment. No, use it just because it will increase the file size. So use it just average, like enough, not too much. Okay, don't leave old or outdated codes out forever. So some people always comment the code and then they forget about it, but it's always good to, if something is too old and outdated, you just remove it. And don't use sensitive and professional language in the comments. All right, so that are the do's and the don'ts that we can learn from this very project. So in CSS, this is how we comment. We write a star, / a star and then backslash. In HTML, we comment like this, less than, and then exclamation mark, and then dash dash, and then write a comment, and then dash dash, and then greater than sign. And then we have JavaScript. We write JavaScript comments by either using double line, we shall look at that, and then or using the asterisk on both sides to comment something in JavaScript. And then also, if users view the HTML source or the web page source, they will be able to see your comments. So though they will be in the browser, not display, but they'll be able to see your comments. So you don't need to put sensitive information like passwords into the comments, thinking that will not be seen. Someone can be able to see them if they view page source by just simply clicking here. See, if I click here, view page source, is the whole thing in my browser, but you can see I'm able to see the comment, though on the web browser it's not shown. So don't write your passwords in the comment thing, that they will not be seen by anyone. So that is it for our today's session. Let us meet in the next session, where we're going to proceed with the HTML content. However, I will need you to do the following tasks. I need you to build a personal branding page using proper HTML structure. I want you to also create a recite page using HTML structure. So for me, I'm going to just do this as a final project in the next video.